What's up, YouTube? Rock the AC here. Sure has been a while. I know it's been a couple weeks, but I've just been adjusting to the failure of Bandai's promises. Still having a hard time with that, but it's all good. It happens, and that's part of it's part of card games, I guess. But I'm still playing. I'm still playing locally. Our locals still has tournaments held every Mondays. So if you are around the suburbs of Chicago, whether it be Wisconsin, Chicago, or Lake County, we are still holding tournaments every Monday, 5 to 8 at Extreme Games. So feel free to stop by. And as of right now, we're still playing the block sets of 22 through 28. And maybe in a couple weeks, maybe next month, we'll be starting to extend our block format to sets 19 through 28, which should be a lot more fun. But yeah, if you guys are interested, stop by. I know there's packs for Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Vanguard, Pokemon, whatever card game you want, as prizes, if you guys don't want the Naruto packs, so still, regardless, a good deal. But yeah, I'm here to do a deck profile on Earth, Wind, Mental deck. I know it's kind of rough draft right now, but I just wanted to put some content on since it's been a couple weeks. I'm not the strongest at mental builds, but this is my take on it. It really revolves around Sakura TP4 and just abusing her EOJ and healing her and making sure my opponent is forced to use a Jitsu through that. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, I'll start, and I'll hear your comments at the end. Alright, let's start with the 0 drops. I ran 3 Sheikah Outwit, because he could force mental right away. Arguably one of the best 0 drops in the game. 3 Sakura, I could do it from TP3, or TP4, sorry. Basically during the EOJ. You could injure her in order to do a team mental power battle. So she is a key card of the deck. Makes your opponent think twice about attacking. You definitely want to have her and your support characters out and just keep healing her and healing her every time. So she's a key concept of the deck. Sorry. 2 Chojis, mainly in case I get rushed early. He just gets bigger every time I give up battle awards, and he can go into Sheikah Ino Cho. 2 Koharu, because she could start mental power battles by herself. If your opponent has 1 or less mental, like Tailed Beast Ninjas, Sasuke Solo, Gammas, all those like Fire Lightning Ninjas, they barely have any mental power. She's good to go against that. So she could be searched through Sheikah's Decision, all that good stuff. Last 1 drop, I ran 1 Kabuto. Only main reason why I run it is because to put him behind Sakura. So that team would be a 8 mental power by those just those 2, which would kill off an OV team. So he's just a small tech. He's a 5 mental power, so that's just, broke. He could be abused in other formats, but this Kabuto is just pretty good right now. With the deck, I might add another one just in case, but his mental power definitely is a threat. But if you use him in unlimited, he's just so broke, just because of that mental power. 1 drops, I ran 2 Yoshinos. Of course, when she's with Shikamaru, it's forced mental power battle. So just swing with a couple BRs every turn. They don't have an answer to it. 2 Karen, just because you're going to need that to keep healing your Sakura, because you're going to injure Sakura all the time, and you're going to need to be forced to heal Sakura in order to keep using her effects. Last 1 drops, 1 Ino Childhood and 1 this Ino, Stalwart Mind. Of course, she's limited to 1. Search her out with Sheikah's Decision, still get that good effect. And if you're facing a really heavy rush deck, she's also another good alternative. It's mainly just a counter rush. I mean, this whole deck is just what it is. Strength is against rush. Turn 2 is I run 1 Kabuto. Also just to help out heal my Sakura. So at the end of the turn I could pay 1. So even if I use the EOJ and Sakura is injured, and if I don't have Karen, I can still use his effect after everything's all settled and still heal her. So it'll keep her alive, and of course it can still be chained, but it's a good effect just to keep Sakura alive. 3 drops. I ran 2 Torun. He's amazing behind mental power users. If he's behind like a Sheikah Yoshino or Sakura or anything like that, they get automatically killed. Basically when they receive damage, discard that ninja, and it's just it could be a field wipe with Sakura and Kabuto and him, basically. Sorry, not field wipe, team wipe. Other 3 drop, 1 Obito. Make sure your opponent doesn't hit those jutsus, and it helps out big time. 4 drops, 1 Shikaku. Of course, gives them +4 mental power when Shikamaru's around, and if they're in the team, mental power battle. 1 Asuma, just to go to Shika Asuma squad, and of course go against non-leaf ninjas. There's a lot out there. Hotaru, any of the tail beasts, or not tail beasts, any of some of like the fire lightning ninjas. There's just a whole bunch of void. 1 Kurenai, just to stop rush, and squad into Shika Kurenai, or sorry, Asuma and Kurenai. Maybe a messed up team. I ran 2 Deodaras. Can't find my other one, but I like this card a lot just because it could turn off pretty much non-valid effects. When he's put in play or discarded, I could give my opponent 1 damage. So if I need to get rid of a ninja, or if I need to get rid of somebody's effects, like a Soigetsu or something like that, or just force my opponent to get injured and all that stuff, he's a good card. So I play 2 of. I ran 1 Baki. I like Baki in here because if I'm attacking with teams, say like 2 separated teams of like mental power, and then I have Baki by himself, most likely your opponent has to use a Jutsu or block one of those guys in order to receive less damage. So if Baki is going to be attacking, they know that they're going to be losing a ninja per turn. You know, my mental power ninjas will be swinging for battle words. Or if they decide to block my mental power users, they might get rid of one of my mental power users, but then at Baki's effect, if that goes through, they have to get rid of one of their ninjas. So Baki just is another added addition if I have my mental power users out, and it forces them to think whether or not to lose to mental power battles or lose one of their ninjas. Either way, you know, they're going to be down. 6 drops, 1 Mizukage, just to negate effects. If there's certain effects I want to turn off, like my Karen, my Kabuto, my Sakura especially, any mission phase, just pay 2 chakra, and I could generate a good amount of chakra in my deck. So I could negate those effects, and when they receive damage, I could discard them. So she again is just like a Torun effect, and if they're mental power battles, she's just, you know, amazing with that. And then they have to mill 4 cards. Last 6 drop, my favorite 6 drop in the new set, Second Tsuchikage. You could do so many things with it. You steal their 6 drop and just swing for BRs. Missions. 3 Student Sensei, this is a proxy, can't find my other one. But yeah, basically one of the best 1 drop missions. You just 1 BR, you draw 2, fuels your chakra area for mind transfer and all that good stuff. 3 Shika's Decision, best tutor in the game. You can search out for your whole curve, search out your Sakura, search out your Ino childhood, especially. Search out Kurenai, get some draws out of it. Mainly to search for your females and get a good draw. 2 Lost, because it's a pretty decent turn 2 mission. Helps create 2 wins. I ran 2 Digging One's Grave. I'm testing this out over self-conversation. Granted that if I do play Digging One's Grave, I could chain to one of their missions. But I also like it because I can negate an effect text of a ninja during this turn. So if somebody has a Soigetsu, this helps out a lot because If they try to use it so it gets its effect, I could chain, pass priority, whatever, and I could still continue with mental power battles. So I like Digging One's Grave just because of the versatility it has. It's at least good for 2 turns. So if my opponent wants to play something, negate that or negate a mission. Simple as that. These are my 2 proxies for Sand Council. Basically, everybody knows what Sand Council is. They negate, not negate, they force mental power battles. So that's just huge on certain teams, and makes your opponent just think about giving BRs or losing some of their ninja. Let's go with Jitsus. 3 Mind Transfer. Don't know what else to say about that. 2 formidable teams because I run, a couple more Shadow Ninjas. I run Ino and Choji, so all their effects could essentially trigger, especially if they're in a squad. I ran 2 healings. This card is awesome because it heals the target, and if I were to receive a damage from a Jitsu, like say like a backstab, then I could give that damage to the other person instead. So this is awesome. This counters Dragon Flames, and it's really, really good. And last 2 Jitsus, Vacuum Blade, just in case people need to use Jitsus on my ninjas. Don't really have a side deck, but these are probably the cards that I would use. Wind Pressure, just to bounce back ninjas. This Ino, she's okay. I mean, the head ninja of this ninja's team cannot be targeted your opponent's effects. So if they want to Soigetsu my Sakura, and Sakura's a head ninja, they can't do that. 2 Shizune, she just stops just random people, like Revitalize, if they want to attack, and I don't even know. And these are the 2 for now, and I'm too lazy to put the other people. But yeah, that's just like a quick mental power thing. If you guys have anything, I'm sure I missed out a lot for the mental power concepts. Just leave a comment. I'll be posting more videos of locals and stuff, so hope you guys like that. It was just a quick video that I had to make. And subscribe, like, comment, and I'm still trading. So I'll see you guys later, YouTube. Peace.